Hi, everyone. Welcome to Left Undone, Incomplete Investigations. Today, we're going to talk about a story that takes us to Costa Mesa, California. A tragic discovery was made. Landscapers that were hired to work on a property, they found a body of a 38-year-old woman. Her name is Julie Anne Sanetra, Sanetra. And she's from Irvine, California, which is right next to Costa Mesa, California. They found her partially sticking out of a trash can on October 22nd. What followed was an investigation that led to charges against her boyfriend, who's 49-year-old Daniel Allen Aldrich. Welcome to Left Undone, Incomplete Investigations. I'm Kathy. Let's get started. A case like this gets my attention real quick because I'm from Orange County. I went to high school in Orange County. I raised my kids in Orange County. I live just outside of Orange County. So being that it's so close to home, I did want to cover this story. So according to the authorities in Costa Mesa, the night of October 20th, it started, a couple drinking. Normal, right? People have a good time. They're off work. They have a few drinks. But that can change if somebody has the tendency to be a horrible, violent person. Domestic violence is serious business. So it started with drinking and quickly escalated into violence. And so these kind of stories actually really get me because they happen far too often. And when it's this close to home, I want to talk about it here. They started drinking and hanging out, I guess, but quickly it escalated into a fight. And during this argument, Aldrich is accused of strangling her. And then afterwards, he reported using a folding knife to cut her wrist. The next day, Aldrich is said to have left her body while he watched TV before heading to bed. And that is super chilling. But what happened next would add another layer of horror. The following day, he dragged her body outside and placed it in a trash can on the side of the house. Not even covering up his crime, right? So on October 22nd, 2 days after her death, Julie's body was in this trash can, and the landscapers, the regular gardeners, they arrived at his home to perform, they're normal. I got a landscaper that comes every Friday at my house. So they came to do their landscaping, which is very common in California. Most people have landscapers for their yards. So they discovered Julie's body partially outside of a trash can, like just partially outside of a trash can. And then, of course, they immediately called the Costa Mesa Police Department. And police were on the scene just before 2:30 p.m. that day. And that started a pretty intense investigation. So following the discovery of Julie's body, authorities tracked Aldrich to his mother's house, went home to mommy in Glendale. Glendale's about an hour drive away from Costa Mesa. And there, they arrested him. They believe that after he disposed of Julie's body, he packed a bag and left for Glendale. They thought, well, he just went to lay low or to flee.
Yes, and Julie Sanetra's mother and brother loved her dearly. They say she was an absolute sweetheart and a dog lover. They also tell us that they knew that something was wrong when she didn't show up for an event on Sunday, and so they filed a police report that night.
Of course, she was a sweetheart. That's what everybody says she was. She was a really good kid. She was very smart. She went to Berkeley.
38-year-old Julie Sanetra's mom and her younger brother Ian say Julie was beautiful inside and out, loved dogs, and was very bright. She grew up in Laguna Hills and after graduating from Berkeley, spent much of her career working in the corporate offices of grocery stores. They have no idea why her suspected killer, David Aldrich of Costa Mesa, would want to take her life and still can't believe she's gone.
I've felt a void the last few days because we used to talk every day. Sometimes if it was only like for 2 minutes, but I'd say, I'm just happy to hear your voice.
I mean, growing up, her favorite band was Floggin' Molly, and we just saw them in concert 2 weeks ago, and I'm glad that she was able to see them.
Ian says he and Julie were supposed to go see an Irish band on Sunday with friends, but Julie never showed, and he couldn't reach her on her cell.
She would never miss, something like that unless there was something wrong. So we knew something was wrong, and we reported her missing that night.
They tell us they've never heard of Aldrich.
We've heard this name. We've never met, seen, had any inkling that there was this person in her life.
So he's been charged with 1 count of murder, along with enhancement for the personal use of a weapon. And if he's found guilty on all charges, he could face a maximum sentence of 26 years to life. So right now he's held on $1 million bail with his arraignment scheduled for November 19th at Stephen K. Tamara Justice Center in Westminster, California. I have served jury duty in that same court.
They say after Costa Mesa police told them a plate reader had picked up her license plate on 19th Street a few days prior, they went looking for her in that area on Monday. Then, on Tuesday, they saw news reports that a woman's body had been discovered a few blocks from where they had been searching, and their hearts dropped. They say a gardener had found her in a trash can in the 1900 block of Maple Avenue. Aldrich was later arrested at a family's home in Glendale for murder.
So this crime left the community pretty shocked. Deputy Chief Joyce LaPointe of Costa Mesa Police Department said that this kind of incident is very rare for the area, and I can attest to that. It's a very safe area to live in. It's a residential community and not accustomed to violent events. Orange County District Attorney Todd Spitzer, he issued a statement about the disturbing nature of the crime, and he said, Julie Sanetra did not deserve to be strangled and stuffed into a trash can like a piece of garbage. The callousness of this crime shocks the conscience, and we will do everything to get justice for Julie and her loved ones.
We miss you. We wish you were coming home, and we know that's not going to happen now, but we just hope that whatever the justice system can do that can punish and prevent things like this from happening.
And they say that their worst fears were confirmed when the coroner showed up at their door at 2 a.m. this morning. And as for motive, they say that remains unclear.
So this is an ongoing case, and we will continue to follow the developments, including the outcome of Aldrich's arraignment and trial. So stay tuned for updates as we seek justice for Julie, and I'll bring you more details from the courtroom. So I will try very hard to attend this trial. It's not that far from me. It's nice to be back with all of you. I hope I can keep going with this. Please, if you're new, consider subscribing to my channel. I've been here for 4 years, almost 5 years. And we have a great community, and you're very welcome to be part of it. So everybody, please stay safe and stay well. I'm Kathy. Bye-bye.